Hey everyone, so in this video I wanted to go over all of the different ways that you can buy the Maximus tokens, the Maximus hex stake pools. On Look into Maxi there's a buy page, so if you go to the menu and you click up here, you'll land on a page that looks something like this, and you have the different tokens that you can buy. By default you'll land here, there's the pulse chain side, so the P MAXI, P Deci, P Lucky, etc. And then you'll also have the Ethereum, native Ethereum tokens, so E MAXI. And then there's the one in the middle, which is the wrapped E tokens on Pulse Chain. So you can actually buy the kind of wrapped version on Pulse Chain with lower fees, but you still get exposure to the Ethereum asset, which is quite cool. So that's Look into Maxi. The front end, so I'm not collecting any information. This is just a hosted, embedded kind of front end from Pateas for the Pulse Chain side, and then which is a DEX aggregator, if you didn't know. Really cool DEX aggregator. They get you a really good price on any trade. And then the front end on the Ethereum side is powered by CowSwap. So if you do want to use their native site, like for me as well, like I'm a bit more security minded, so if you want to click through there, you can click through and just use CowSwap, and you can also just verify the contract addresses yourself. That's always like a good practice, but on Pateas anyway, you can also just copy the contract addresses here and verify in Pulse Scan or wherever else you usually verify contract addresses. So it's a good hub nonetheless. I want to switch over to Pateas here. Double check the URL always, but you can use their native dApp, and you can go ahead and select the amount that you want for the different tokens. Again, Look into Maxi is quite cool because you can quickly get the contract addresses and bring them up like that. And then at the end of the video, I'll go ahead and show you a buy here, but I just want to go through the different options that you have available to you. So pros and cons, I mean, Pateas is what I'm hosting on Look into Maxi. It's a DEX aggregator. It traverses different liquidity pools that are out there. So you have pools on 9-inch, you have pools on PulseX, V1, V2, you have the 9mm guys, they have their own liquidity pools. So as time goes on, there'll be more and more liquidity pools which are kind of separate from one another, but you can use a DEX aggregator to hop between those different pools and get the best deal, essentially. So that's kind of what Pateas does. They don't have their own liquidity, but they let you hop between the best path. And you can also click down here and show the route. So you can see for this particular route going from Pulse to P MAXI, it's taking PHUX for part of it, and then it's taking PHUX again for another part for about half, and then it's taking the final 7% on 9-inch, so, and on PulseX as well on the last part, I think. So yeah, kind of interesting. It's what I always use, so I definitely recommend Pateas. Then you have PulseX, so just click through to the app.pulsex.com domain, and then it's hosted on an IPFS link, so just be aware of that. This is normal. You can also verify that link if you like is correct to this hash, BAF 3D333AIM. Oh, sorry, these are the last characters, 33AIM. So that link is correct. And then again, we have the contract address of Maxi, so you have to import that. Some DEXs, including PulseX, they don't kind of have the logo coming up, but as long as you have the contract address, you should be okay and good to go. I haven't used PulseX in a while, I have to say, but a few things to take into account. There's a V1 and there's a V2, which you can I think when you connect your wallet, you can switch between those. So definitely compare the rates between V1 and V2. But again, Pateas just traverses both of those liquidity pools, so I'd probably just use Pateas. And then you have PHUX, where they have their own kind of liquidity, which is kind of a... PHUX is a balancer fork. They have liquidity with multiple tokens in single pools, kind of like an index of different tokens. You can see them down here. And they have their own Maximus Perps MAXI yes pool, which they're incentivizing providing liquidity here. So there is liquidity on PHUX, which you could see on Pateas. There's quite a bit, and it's its main route. So you can go to the swap, and you can also, again, paste in the contract address and go straight from Pulse to PMAXI, for example. Cool. And then there is 9mm.pro. They have V2 liquidity, and now they have also V3 liquidity. More and more liquidity is moving over to V3 on 9mm. I am a fan of what they're doing. And then you can kind of go to the swap here. Okay, we're already there. So you can go to the swap here, and then again import the token that you wish to buy. Now, I may do a video on like providing single-sided liquidity as a way to buy or sell your position, but that is a more of an advanced strategy. And then there's also limit orders, which I haven't really tested yet, but the Tetra and Omnis team, they have limit orders set up. But yeah, just know that these are all new protocols. There's risks involved with everything that everyone's doing. So yeah, in terms of safety, probably just market buying on PulseX is the safest, and then Pateas is just traversing those, using those pools. So, but yeah, take your own risks with all of this stuff, right? And then, so how would you practically go about buying one of these tokens? Well, I've set up a little demo wallet, so maybe we can go through and buy a bit of MAXI here. So you want to connect your wallet, click connect. I have my demo account funded here. If I can click max, okay, click max, and it's about $60. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like $5 just so that I have a bit more to play with on future videos and that kind of thing. So let me do, okay, $5. So we're going from Pulse to PMAXI here. You can also just, what I like to do is before I buy anything, I double check the contract address, at least in another location. And then something to double check is I have auto router on, slippage is set to auto. That usually works fine, but you can adjust this manually if you like. And then the price impact is 0.3%, which I'm okay with, but just double check this figure. You need to be okay with that slippage amount. Pateas does a pretty good job of protecting you from MEV bots, from like front running you and seeing your order and kind of buying or selling before you do. But you definitely want to just make sure that that slippage is not like 20%, 30%, and then you just smash the buy, and then you've lost like a lot of value, right? Okay, cool. So let's go ahead with this $5 buy. So click swap, confirm swap, and then you're going to want to check your fees and that you're happy with all your fees here, and click OK. What are we doing here in terms of fees? Gas, okay. I think they're showing dollar values now, but they're not accurate. Yeah, so this should say like $5, but the price feed from MetaMask is whack right now. Okay, so that was an actual swap. I think I may have approved Pulse already in this wallet. So there may be 2 transactions there if you haven't approved Pulse yet. But otherwise, once you've approved the max amount, then you can go ahead and continue to swap without doing that approval again and again. So it would just be the swap transaction each time. So if I wanted to do this again, then we're just going to go ahead and do the swap. So yeah, in my wallet you should be able to see the history here and the token. If you want to see it in MetaMask, you want to import tokens, token contract address, next, import, and then now you can see your $5 of MAXI, 186 MAXI is in your wallet on the Pulse chain. So hope this was helpful. Bit of a walkthrough on how to buy these tokens. You're buying hex stakes halfway through, essentially, right? Like, now that MAXI is in my wallet, the yield is being accrued every single day, and I don't have to do anything. For the perpetuals, you don't even have to turn up when the stake ends. You can just keep it liquid in your wallet, and you're benefiting from the inflation of the hex system. So pretty cool. All right, I'll leave it there and see you in the next one.